If you look at successful people and you think they are lucky or that kind of success is meant for some kind of people, you need to give that mentality a rest. The world will call you crazy or even lazy for not following the system. But be wary because it's scary to submit to the system and not yourself. Believe in yourself. Nobody gave Jay-Z a chance, but when you think of the arena in Brooklyn, you know he created a chance to be better forever. J.K. Rowling was broke, divorced and depressed until one person took a chance on Harry Potter. Guess who they chose to bet on? People or self? You hold on to a job or a person because you don't see what it takes in yourself. That kind of attitude and lack of gratitude for the person that you are makes me conclude that you just want to hurt yourself. In my world, it is considered a crime not to bet on self.
I have to tell each and every one of you that it doesn't matter how old you are, how young you are, your age, you can achieve anything that you set your mind to. And I always say, if I can do it, anyone can do it.
So I need you to understand that confidence is a habit. You have to live it over and over again. How many times have you held yourself back over and over again? How many times have you sold yourself short over and over again? How many times have you chosen the life you live over the life you want? Do you even know the harm you cause? I think not. We all have that moment where we can choose to step up or stay in the same place. What we don't realize is staying in the same place usually means relegation in this life's race. In the absence of confidence, low self-esteem is the word. When it's over the top, arrogance is the word. So you need to hit that midpoint so you can claim your space in this world. If you have lacked confidence for a decade or more, gaining and staying confident is actually going to take a lot more. So really, confidence is a habit. You have to live it over and over again. As a child, you would jump and fall over and over again. Never stopped you from trying over and over again. Advancing through life has got you making decisions to be safe. You walk around and live like one more step and you fall off the cliff. But let me remind you, choosing to be safe or unseen really is the sin. The day they put you in a coffin and the violin in heaven is playing, I hope the world says the heaven has taken another hero in or heroine.
If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. There are always going to be ups and downs, but I think it's really how you really, get back on your horse and keep going forward.
It's easy to say things. I'll get an education, a job, be more supporting. Or should I go with, I'll lose weight, work harder, or every other thing that pretty much ends up as just talking. We all talk, but the ones who intend to make it don't just talk the talk, they also walk the walk. Because it's been proven, successful people walk the talk, and we have seen the effect of all that hard work. Sometimes I wonder why people just go around like clock, but still with nothing to show what they have made work. Really, you have to stop. Stop letting yourself be the victim of other people's opinions. There are millions whose mission is to blur your vision. You might want to avoid that and hold dominion over your position. At least that way, you determine your position. If you surround yourself with people who don't have your kind of aspiration, don't be surprised even when you talk about it, you never take action. Yes, you are smart enough to create your desired situation. You have to put in the work and create your own narration. If they say stupid people are full of confidence and they make it, but smart people lack confidence and probably won't make it. Maybe it's not so stupid to be the guy who made it.
One problem, the violin. Because to do what you do, you've got to be a world-class violinist. Because if you don't, when you're moving around and being thrown around and still trying to play, you end up doing what you did, and that's missing loads of notes. And there were times when it sounded to me like a bunch of rats being strangled. Seriously, that bad. But you're not good enough, I don't think, to get away with flying through the air and trying to play the violin at the same time.
I don't think what you're doing right now is enough to fill a theater in Vegas.
That much movement made you not as great as you were. Made you not as great as you were.
Have you ever thought about how powerful rivers are? I know of the Amazon River in South America, and in its presence, there will be running or we shiver. When it comes to rivers, it's technically the star. And at 150 feet deep, it shines like a Caesar. Stronger than all in its path, you have to learn to be a part of it to survive. As people, we are one or the other. We either evolve into an entity so strong we become a wonder, or we choose to just adapt and live like there is nothing to discover. I'm curious about why most of us will choose to take cover. Why did you get to your 20s and decided it was time to start being safe, even when your idea of safe was just an average, unfulfilling life forever? We love life, so why do we consciously choose not to live the life we love?
Are you the best footballer in the world right now?
I think so, yes. In my mind, I'm always the best. I don't care what the people are thinking, what they say. In my mind, not just this year, but always, I'm always the best.
Somewhere along the line, you will also fail. Happens to the best, not just the frail. But understand that all of this hardship is how you learn to be better. How you discover what you can showcase to change your world and create your own space. This is the real school. So you choose which you prefer. Get by and survive, or be a king or queen and rule. It is never easy. But you need to understand that in life, there are two paths. One is easy, and its only reward is that it is easy. So really, it's your choice to either be the action or the reaction.
I bet you that you have failed more times than anyone in this room.
Absolutely.
Adversity, they say, is inevitable. They say adversity tests us from time to time, and it's inevitable that this testing continues all our lives. But they also say pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. That yes, life never gets any easier, but we can get stronger. As humans, it is fairly easy to get caught up in the self-pity or why me traps. We soil ourselves with self-defeat like it's a major world collapse. Confidence and will becomes a thing of the past. Negativity and lack of creativity or objectivity becomes the way we know to act. And we forget that while adversity will break some, it will cause others to break records and then some. No matter who we are, what we do, or where we are, whether we like it or not, adversity is a part of life. Problems large and small will hit us all through life. Pain and death are a part of life. To reject them is to reject life.
I would say believe in your direction and do it. Spend less time talking about it and more time trying to perfect it and put it out there.
I believe something can't happen when you do nothing. I also believe when you do something, you walk away from nothing to something. It all starts with a dream. Dream of something. Your dream will inspire you and get your heart pumping. Your inspiration will bring you to motivation to start crushing. And now, action is needed to start owning. Unfortunately, this is where we mostly start failing. At 20-something, 30-something, or 40-something, all we have really done is nothing. Benjamin Franklin said we may delay, but time will not. So even when we know what to do, we just never follow through. When we feel like it's too late, we try to use our kids to make our dreams come true. If you choose to take action or not, you will not win every time. But at those times when you can control or influence your situation, be proactive. It's not enough to have dreams and passion to be successful. A massive dose of action and consistency is part of the mix to make your life fruitful. Where does happiness stop and meaning starts? We spend all our lives trying to find the things that make us happy. For some, it means to be richer, stronger, or influential. But being happy does not translate to being fulfilled. Being happy is not a bad thing at any point. Only becomes a disadvantage if that is our end point. Listen carefully to get the point. Happiness is about taking or getting. Get great pay, the new designer collection, the new year model of your favorite car, live like a film star and get custom-made fittings for your home, and that's all it is. Being truly successful is all kinds of awesome. When successful people live lives that to them seem awful, that tells us that we have to live a happy life and then some. Meaning, on the other hand, is about giving. It could be quite hard and tasking. To get a closer perspective, it is focused outwards on others rather than inwards on ourselves.